basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Your Governors are brought to you by State Farm Insurance Deposit Agency, the American Ford Pierre, Bank West, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Fording Electric, and Gales Gas.
Olsen hands it off for Guess. He'll pull for a long range three. Buried by Guess. He's now got 10, and the Governors lead it by 5, their largest lead tonight.
And by American Family Insurance, Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, CHS River Plains, First Dakota National Bank, James Pharmacy, and Missouri River Dentistry.
To Williger, she'll spin, kicks it back over. Taylor pulls up for 3. That's buried by Graceland Taylor. She's got the Governors up by 6. Taylor's got 5 points.
And by Kruger Contracting, Edward Jones Financial, Lamb Motors, Hawaii Federal Credit Union, Todd's Electric, and the South Dakota Office of Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection.
Rebound tipped around. It's going to be grabbed by the Golden Eagles. They go down the floor with 7 seconds to go. As for Frank, lost the handle of the ball. It's grabbed by Guinness with 2 seconds to go. The time will run out, and the Governors will win it 53-51.
And now to the booth we go for Pierre Governor basketball.
Play and tie for 8th in the ESD Conference on 10 teams. The Pierre Governors 4-8 overall and 4-0 in ESD play. They are 12th in AA and also tied with Yankton for the 8th spot in the ESD standings. Yankton 57-51 overtime loss at number 2 Brandon Valley this past Friday night. Carson Smith on the way to the Bucks with 16 points, including a big three-pointer. Guys that got them back to win 1 and eventually into overtime. The Bucks was currently trying to hold on in overtime, but it was the best game of the season for the Yankton Bucks, maybe even the last couple of years. Yankton played very cohesive basketball up at Brandon Valley High School, and if they carried that kind of performance, the last handful of games of the season.
Heating and Cooling has a new name. Kruger Climate System has acquired Larry Fry Heating and Cooling, but it's still the same great service. Your
Express Hotel Direct 605-653-2250. This is the Hy-Vee Tip-Off Show. Hy-Vee, there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Special shout out to those at the KYN-TV Watch Party location, Ben's Brew Station, the official watch party location of all KYN-TV games. So grab your friends and families and get together for all the KYN-TV action, because if it's on KYN-TV, it's on at Ben's. Also want to welcome in the audience in Pierre on our sister station, KCCR Sports, for joining us here on the broadcast tonight, whether on YouTube or over the radio. Always appreciate everyone joining in, and regardless if you're cheering for red or green, hopefully we have a good Class AA ESD basketball matchup here tonight in Yankton. A lot of green is going to be filling in the stands here. There's a lot of sub-varsity actually going at the same time, so I expect more to show up here in the big gym, and of course a lot of red here to support the Yankton Bucks. Fans of the game are brought to you by Triple Time Rudy's on Broadway. Whether you're traveling to a home or away game, be sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's, located at 1606 Broadway Avenue. Our officials of the game today are brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the court. Jeffrey Schroeder, Luke Langner, and Jacob Studer. All right, let's look more at this matchup a little closer. Pierre averaging 57.8 points per game and surrendering 60.9 points per game, totaling a minus 3.1 game differential. They're shooting 31% from 3, 68% from free throw range, or at the line, I should say. 27.9 rebounds per game, 7.7 steals per game. And Yankton, so far this season, 45.5 points per game, surrendering 53.8. That's a minus 8.4 differential. And they have a minus 6.1 rebounding differential and a minus 6.8 points in the paint differential. shooting 27% from three and 64% at the line. They do, however, have a +3 turnover margin on the season. So that's something to look at. Pierre is led by 6'3" senior Dawson Getz, averaging 16.4 points per game, 74% at the line, 48% from three, and 5.9 boards per game. Also 5'11" senior Luke Olson, 15.8 points per game, 71% at the line, 26% from three, and 5.6 boards per game. Yankton led by Carson Ness, 6'1" senior, 13.7 points per game. He is a 75-25 split with free throws and three-point percentage, 3.8 boards per game, 2.6 assists, and leads the team in points to the paint with 5.5. Second lead scorer on the Yankton Bucks is a tie between Cohen Zarbach and Austin Conway. Cohen Zarbach, 6'3" senior. Austin Conway, a 6'3" sophomore. Both 5.3 points per game. Austin Conway struggling at the line, 43%, while Cohen Zarbach's at 67%. And Cohen Zarbach, between the two of them, only one that has attempted three-pointers at 20%. Averaging 3.4 boards per game. Austin Conway, 2.8. Both at 0.8 assists and both at 0.3 steals per game. Austin Conway, though, does contribute 4.6 points in the paint per game. All right. We'll take a break. First, I want to thank a few of our sports sponsors making this broadcast possible, and that includes America's Best Realty. Tired of renting or apartment living? Ready to upgrade or own your own home? Call America's Best Realty at 260-1600 and unlock the American dream. Edward Jones Financial Advisor Colby Kukta. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Colby Kukta, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, can review your game plan. Call 605-653-4860 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC. And Elwood Family Dental Care, where they take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. And Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser and go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton, 808 West 23rd Street in Yankton. And First Dakota National Bank. For more than 150 years, they've been providing South Dakota families and businesses just like yours with personalized banking services. First Dakota National Bank is proud to support Yankton sports, member FDIC. Take a break, come back, and when we do, let's go ahead and get into our standings review as well as our pregame coach interview with Coach Chris Haynes. It's all around the corner. This is Yankton Bucks basketball on KYNT, KYNTV, and simulcasting on KCCR Sports in Pierre.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Has it been years since you've been to the dentist? Are you afraid to see a dentist? If so, you are among many people who feel this way. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer of Missouri River Dentistry. At our office, we pride ourselves as an office that uses a personal touch to offer gentle dentistry, tailored to fit each patient's needs. We do so by utilizing state-of-the-art equipment and methods which allow the patients to feel comfortable. So whether it has been many years or 6 months since your last dental visit, your oral health is important. We invite you to call us at Missouri River Dentistry, 223-2021, 223-2021.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC. 224-6627.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
All right, welcome back in here to the Summit Activity Center and the Hy-Vee Tip-Off Show. I'm Bryce Ladwig. Yankton Bucks basketball hosting the Pierre Governors here tonight in an ESD conference clash. Well, I'm glad you could join us. Get into our standings review. And it's brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. It's Rhonda Westland State Farm. And check on boys AA basketball. Right now, the number one team in Class AA, Sioux Falls Lincoln. They're 11-1 record, 44.83 seed points. Mitchell at number 2, 10-2 record, 43.75. Brandon Valley at number 3, Harrisburg at 4, Spearfish and Huron at 5 and 6. Sioux Falls, Washington, and O'Gorman round out the top 8. Those 8 teams, if the playoffs were to start today, would host the next 8. And the next 8 includes T area, Sioux Falls, Jefferson, Rapid City Stevens at 11, Pierre at number 12 with a 4-8 record, 39.16 seed points. Then Sioux Falls, Roosevelt, Douglas, Sturgis, and Rapid City Central round out the next 8. The next 4 teams are the outside looking in. Unfortunately, it's all ESD teams. Watertown at 17, Yankton at 18 with a 2-11 record and 37.07 seed points. Aberdeen Central in 19th, 2-10 record, 36.83 seed points. Brookings in 20th, 0-12 record, 35.5 seed points. So yeah, that's a couple games, couple wins here would put Yankton up in the SODAC 16. Chances of hosting are, I'm pretty sure, mathematically gone, but Pierre, I think, still has a chance. They would need to go on a tear here in the late part of the season, but they can put themselves in the best position possible. But bringing in these wins here at this point of the year. And I do think the ESD conference is kind of out of reach for both teams right now, as well as Brandon Valley, Huron, and I want to say T area are all battling up top for the ESD conference right now, all with like 5 wins and stuff in conference. So that one's out of the question, but now it's all about positioning for Pierre and getting in for the Yankton Bucks. All right, time for our pregame coach interview. It's brought to you by 1919 Root Beer, the creamiest full-body draft root beer available. Find it in convenience stores, grocery stores, or on tap at local restaurants. This is my post-game following a heartbreaking loss at Brandon Valley, where Coach Chris Haynes talked about the Bucks' loss, but also previewed tonight's matchup versus Pierre. It was just a really good conversation to kind of take the temperature of the team at this point of the season.
To do with that, but they didn't play very well on the first half, and you knew they were going to come out with a fire in the second half, and
All right, trying to get that all figured out for everyone. Sorry about that. But yeah, so Coach Chris Haynes caught up with me for a post game and try that again. Things where I think these ones probably hurt a little bit more, but it's also one of the best performances for the Yankton Bucks the last couple of seasons in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, it was a really good high school basketball game. Great atmosphere in here. Friday night, place is packed, great student section. I just feel so bad and, sick to your stomach because the guys have battled so hard all year, and as a coach, you just want to see him get over the hump, and we played so well for most of the game. Obviously, the third quarter there was a struggle offensively, and We had some turnovers, but you knew Brandon was going to come out firing. And obviously they're a really good basketball team, and they didn't play very well in the first half. I would like to think that we had something to do with that, but they didn't play very well in the first half, and you knew they were going to come out with a fire in the second half. And but then I'm proud of our guys too, because I'm just proud of them in general, extremely proud of them. But we kind of got stuck there in the third quarter. They go on a run, tie the game up, they take the lead. But our guys showed a lot of resiliency there, down, and to lose a lead like that, most of the time then the game's over. But our guys hung in there and came back, and we had a chance at the end there to win it in regulation, and obviously came up a little bit short, and then in overtime, Brandon made a couple more plays than we did.
I know some things stay in the locker room as it should be, but kind of in general, what was your message to the team? I
just told them I was proud of them, with how they played and how they've always played. Again, it's not easy, when you're not winning games and you're losing games the way we've lost them this year, and having some gut punches and coming up short and so close and time again. It's not easy to keep coming back and practicing hard and keep coming back and playing hard the next game, and our guys have done that. And I think it shows the type of kids they are, the character they have, and that's what I'm proud of them for. And again, they played hard tonight, competed at a high level, and Brandon did too. I mean, Brandon's got tough, hard-nosed kids as well. And unfortunately, we needed one more play and just weren't able to make it.
Two quick X's and O's things, if you don't mind. So you mentioned the turnovers to begin the second half. Was that more of a Brandon Valley kind of adjustment, maybe a little unique to the kind of, because obviously entering halftime, they kind of came out a little bit flat.
Yeah, I think it was both.
Yeah.
They came and, they were pressing the whole game, and we definitely handled that well the first half, got some things out of it. Then the second half, I thought we had a couple unforced turnovers, and then Brandon made a couple really good plays too on both ends of the floor. And then they hit a couple shots and got some momentum going. But again, for us, and we say it all the time. I mean, the difference between winning and losing in AA boys basketball is razor thin. I mean, it really is, and it comes down to, I think we can all look each other in the mirror, look ourselves in the mirror. And it starts with me as the coach. You're going to second guess everything tonight. Should have put this guy in here. Should have called this play here. And I think all of our guys, same thing. They could all probably look in the mirror, and from the first possession of the game all the way to the end of overtime, I could have maybe done this different or that different. And we just got to keep working at it, and hopefully continue to shore up some more things. And the good thing was, we showed some more signs of improvement on the offensive end, which obviously we need to do. We had a really good first half. Now we just got to be able to string that together for 4 quarters.
Last X's and O's. You see my notes. Ball being fed to Austin Conway a little bit more there in the second half. And he's really battled down there tonight. But I noticed he got the ball more and more.
Yeah, Austin does a good job of setting really good ball screens, so we can attack off of that. And then he rolls in there, and he can, one of two things usually happens. He gets the basketball in there, which is a good thing, or they have to collapse on him and then opens guys up on the perimeter. So Austin, he's done a nice job, obviously. Again, this is his first year playing varsity basketball, and he's done a nice job for us. He's got to continue to get better and keep improving. And he did. You can even see his footwork's getting better. His finishing around the basket's getting better. He's trying to add a move or two rather than just putting his shoulder down and going straight through guys. So and he made a couple nice moves, and the ball didn't go tonight as well. So he's continuing to improve, which, again, we need that from all of our guys.
I'll probably use this for the show tomorrow. So Pierre Tuesday is kind of what's the plan for the Bucks as the weekend goes in, and then early next week.
Yeah, we'll get up and lift with Coach Rosie, obviously back-to-back road games, at Huron, and then at Brandon Knight, 2 tough places to play. And our guys battle in the way they did. Coach Rosie will stretch them out and take care of them tomorrow morning. We'll get a lift in, and then we'll come back and practice Monday. And you got Pierre on Tuesday. And the Pierre team, I'm just telling you, Bryce, that the Olsen kid and the Getz kid are as good of a 1-2 punch as there is in the state. Olsen's a really good point guard. Getz is a forward, but he can shoot a three. And then they got athletes around him. I'm just telling you, Pierre is super, super athletic, and they're scoring a lot of points. And obviously that's a concern for us because if they come into our gym and, get into the 50s and 60s, it's going to be difficult. So we're going to have to, have, again, a really good game in order to get a win.
All right, Coach, I appreciate you joining us, and safe travel back down to Yankton.
Okay, thanks, Bryce.
Thanks to Coach Chris Haynes for joining us for our pregame coach interview via our postgame at Brandon Valley. I always appreciate the time he takes to join us. I also want to thank a few of our sports sponsors. Without them, this broadcast would not be possible. That includes Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with the vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. And Aztec, one of Yankton's greatest employers and friend of the community, Aztec. Building industry-changing solutions that create life-changing opportunities. Build a career with a group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. And Midwest Insurance Agency. See Travis and Whitney Devine at Midwest Insurance for your farm, home, and auto insurance needs today. Call today to set up an appointment, 665-2389, or visit MidwestInsuranceYankton.com. And Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home. We'll take a break, come back with your keys to the game, as well as your key player of the game, all around the corner here on KYNT and KYNTV, and simulcasting on KCCR in Pierre.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, and Pierre, where exceptional customer service meets an incredible inventory lineup. Looking for your dream car? Our expert team is here to guide you every step of the way. From dependable Fords to luxurious Lincolns and versatile Toyotas, we have something for every taste, need, and budget. Experience the difference with us today. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Becky Pottsaba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance. It's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Office Solution, the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. One Office Solution is located next to Pizza Ranch on Broadway in Yankton. and Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire, because they do more than sell tires. That's Graham Tire of Yankton, your auto service and tire store next door. And the UPS store, offering packing and shipping, plus printing services, mailboxes, and direct mail services, helping small businesses reach their goals in Yankton, across from Walmart. And FNBO, the great big small bank, proud to serve the community for more than 165 years. Stop by your local branch or visit fnbo.com. We'll be back in 1 minute, and we will have the national anthem played live tonight. The Yankton High School Band is in attendance. We'll be back in 1 minute here from the summit. This is Yankton Bucks basketball on KYNT, KYNTV, and simulcasting on KCCR in Pierre.
A few days ago, a college student stopped by the UPS store to print out her research paper. As she waited, she noticed our promotional flyers and asked if we print posters for school events. Yes, we can. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store, where for over 8 years we've been supporting the community with all their printing needs. Whether it's posters, flyers, or academic papers, we can do it. Stop by and see how we can help with your printing needs. And don't forget to ask about our shipping services or print specials.
Want a job that keeps it real? At Truxedo, a real truck company, we keep it real by promoting our values of excellent service, teamwork, accountability, and innovation. Join the Truxedo team and enjoy your next career adventure. We have a variety of openings, including weekend maintenance technician 2. So don't wait. Get up, get out, and apply at realtruck.com/careers. Start your next adventure with a career at Truxedo.
All right. Getting things rolling here. Trying to get the microphone working here at the summit. All right, the national anthem as performed by the Yankton High School Band.
Yankton High School Band, under the direction of Glenn Winnish, play our national anthem. All veterans and all uniformed military personnel may salute the flag.
All right, nice job by the Yankton High School Band, and let's turn our attention now to our colors of the game, brought to you by Royal Sports Shop in Yankton. Need new uniforms for your school or rec team? Call or go online to royalsportshop.com. Pierre in their road greens, white numbers, letters, black numbers, letters, and white trim. Yankton in their home whites, and it'll be red numbers and letters. Thank you, Siri. So then our starting line is brought to you by First Chiropractic Center, making life better, one adjustment at a time. Located at 2507 Fox Run Parkway in Yankton. Peer coaching staff, Brianna Kusler, Cooper Hartley, Skip Kurth, and Brevin Kaiser. I think there was one more, but I only had room for 4 slots here on my scorebook. And for the Pierre Governors, just starting lineup, number 4, 5'8" senior Sawyer Sonnenschein. Number 5, 6'1" senior Eladio Simental. Number 10, 6'3" senior Dawson Getz. We talked about him quite a bit. Number 13, 6'4" junior, Lincoln Dilgus. And 5'11" senior, number 23, Luke Olson. All right. Yankton Bucks head coaching staff, Chris Haynes head coach, assisted by Jason Savvy, Brady Hale, and Sawyer Schmitz. Number 1, 6' senior, Easton Nelson. Number 2, 6'1" senior, Carson Ness. Number 5, 6' senior, Bryce Krall. Number 10, 5'10" junior, Beck Reichen. And number 23, 6'3" senior, Cohen Zarbach. All right, your tip-off brought to you by The Boathouse, located in the downtown Meridian District. The Boathouse is the most fun you can find on land. Head there for great food, fun, and drinks. If you can't be on the boat or at a Bucks or Gazelles game, then it's The Boathouse. Yankton moving right to left on your screen, listening device. Pierre right to left. And it's Simmental, who will meet Cohen Zarbach right on top of the big red Y here at the summit. And we are just about set to go. Thanks for joining us here on KYNT and KYNTV, simulcasting on KCCR Pierre. And the ball is in the air and is won by Pierre. It is Luke Olson moving around the perimeter. Up top, and our first turnover, Easton Nelson with the steal. Nice heads-up play from Nelson. He'll bring it up the court himself, fire it off to the left, and reset with Carson Ness in the straightaway. Shades off to the right, sends it over to Beck Reichen. Carson Ness up top again. Easton Nelson, deep left wing, overhead pass to Bryce Krall on the opposite side. Feeds into the mid post, Carson Ness, back to the basket, up top to Bryce Krall. Pass to Easton Nelson, miscommunicated, but recovered by Beck Reichen. Ness up top, Beck Reichen drives in, splits a couple defenders. Short corner jumper for Cohen Zarbach is good. Yankton takes the lead, 2-0, 7:10 to go in the first. Luke Olson brings the ball across the middle. Guarded on the perimeter by Carson Ness. Now to Getz. And now down into Simmental. Back to the basket. Low post. Steps through. Up with it. And off the front rim. No, gets his own rebound. Puts the ball back on the ground. And a jump ball will be called. And possession arrow favors the Bucks. Carson Ness gets the inbound. Brings it across the big red Y here at the summit over to Easton Nelson on the left side. Beck Reichen on the right corner, Carson Ness. Right in front of Coach Kusler in the Pierre bench. Overhead pass, Reichen now corner, Zarbach 4-3, air ball. And it is taken away by Pierre down low. Lincoln Dilgus gets it forward to Luke Olson. Dribbling up top, it's a handoff to Sonnenschein. Ball being worked around the perimeter for Pierre. Looking for their first points in the game. Good crossover. And now Simmental 4-3. It's good on the far wing. Pierre on top. 3-2 here early in the first. We're at the 5:49 mark. And now we will have the ball knocked out of play. Remains Yankton Bucks basketball. Inbound to Carson Ness. Over to the right side, Beck Reichen. Short corner, Cohen Zarbach. Carson Ness down low, off the glass. It's good. Yankton pulls ahead 4-3. 5.5 minutes to go here in the first. Simmental with it. And his pass off to Getz goes through his hands and to the concession stand area. And so it's Yankton Bucks basketball at the 5:24 mark here in the first. Carson Ness brings the ball up for the Bucks. Easton Nelson, far side. His pass knocked away, almost intercepted. That goes into the scores table, and it's still Yankton Bucks basketball. And Ness gets the inbound up top. Overhead pass now over to Beck Reichen. Easton Nelson feeds it to Carson Ness, mid-post, trying to step through. Hold on to the basketball for dear life. Corner, Beck Reichen 4-3. Back iron, no. Tipped by Easton Nelson, too hard. Good effort, though, from Easton Nelson, but Beck Reichen just happened to be like 2 feet away from him. Hits him off the arm, goes out of play. Pierre basketball. Simmental to inbound. Gets it into Luke Olson. Simmental, Olson right in front of the Yankton bench. Gets 4-3, front rim, and it takes a friendly bounce, and it falls. Dawson gets on the board for the Governors. And the Governors lead Yankton 6-4. 4.5 minutes to go in the first. Nelson feeds it down to Bryce Krull. Back to the basket. We have another jump ball. No, a foul is going to be assessed against Pierre. So Dilgus with the foul. His first, team first. Inbound, Cohen Zarbach, and offensive foul called on the Bucks. On Cohen Zarbach. His first and Yankton's first. Inbound for Pierre. Into Dilgus. And now is Luke Olson. And 4-3, Pierre no up and rebounded by Olson. Back to Sonnenschein and puts it up and off the glass. Back iron, no. Rebound Beck Reichen. He'll move it up the floor. Carson Ness, 4-3, left side. Back iron, rebounded by Pierre. Need to put up an effort there. Dawson gets it. And we call for a travel. Dilgus will be. He received the ball, but kind of did it midair and slid with it. It's Yankton Bucks possession. 3:50 to go in the first. The 2-point advantage for the Governors. And now Carson Ness, far side. Austin Conway into the game for the Bucks. We have a foul being assessed against, no, a jump ball against Pierre. Okay, so these officials do their immediate reaction from a whistle. Just, I don't know how to say this other than it gives off foul vibes. So automatically I think it's a foul, but it's just a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Governors. On the floor right now for the Bucks, Ness, Owen Eidsness is in. Austin Conway in, Cohen Zarbach, and Beck Reichen. Owen Eidsness, of course, 5'11 junior, and Austin Conway, a 6'3 sophomore. Far side. And Dawson gets the basket for Pierre. Worst possible vantage point for yours truly. Right under me here in the Crow's Nest. 3:03 to go in the first. Austin Conway down low. Puts up a post move. Does no. They say he traveled before any foul could be assessed. So Pierre basketball. The amount for Pierre. Carter Scheffelbein brings it across. Kicks it into the corner. Near side to Getz. Jumper for Dilgus is up and no. Falls off the front iron, but he gets his own rebound. Now to Luke Olson. Drives into the short corner. Picks up his dribble. Out to the perimeter. Two different Pierre Governors want it. Ends up in the hands, eventually, of Sutton Sunshine. Now Luke Olson up top. Screens are set. Dribbles, jumps into the paint. And was not called for a double dribble. Yankton touched it, but a three-pointer up for Dawson Getz is good. He's going to start warming up. That could be a problem for the Bucks. Timeout on the floor. Timeout's brought to you by Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When it's time for a new job, visit jobs@hedro.com. Governors lead Yankton 11-4. We'll be back in 30 seconds here from the Summit.
Ferding Electric and their team of electricians have been serving the electrical needs of Central South Dakota for over 60 years. For fast, dependable service, call Ferding Electric for free estimates. Commercial, residential, and farm wiring. You'll find a large selection of light bulbs, including the hard-to-find fluorescent bulbs. Ferding Electric at 2903 East Elizabeth Street in Pierre. They'll do the job right the first time. Call 605-224-8684. Ferding Electric, 605-224-8684.
Carson S brings it on the far side of the floor. Bounce pass down low. Austin Conway off the glass. It is good. So Austin Conway on the board. 11-6 lead for the Governors. Luke Olson up top, guarded by Beck Reichen. To Getz. Getz for three. Front rim, no. Ball is loose. And last touch by the Governors. It's Bucks basketball. 1:50 to go here in the first. 5-point advantage for Pierre. Carson S off to the right side to Beck Reichen. Dribbling with his left. Pass to Owen Eidsness. Pump fake. Beck Reichen up top. He picks up his dribble. Back out to Owen Eidsness. Ness drives in. Corner. Beck Reichen 4-3. And you can count it. Beck Reichen drains a three for Yankton. Pierre now. Still with a 2-point lead. It's Getz up top. Gets the far corner to Olson. Short corner. Back out to Olson on the perimeter. Gets the ball in the corner. Dribbles out. Simmental. Down low. And it is Sun and Shine with it. Quick post move. Didn't get it to go. And ball out of play. Yankton up Bucks basketball. Under a minute to go here in the first. See if Yankton can tie things up here as we end the first frame. Beck Reichen, quick crossover. And a turnover right to Luke Olson. No one to beat. Just has to take his time. Lays it in. Nice defensive play from Luke Olson. It's a 4-point lead now for the Governors. Carson Ness. Hop step. Pass down low. And it is Miles Drotzman who puts it off the glass. And it is good. Miles Drotzman, 5'11 sophomore. 20 seconds to go in the first. Reichen, Drotzman, Isis, Conway, and Ness on the floor for Yankton. Excuse me. Now Luke Olson. Spin move in the high post. Pass down low. Sunshine has the ball ripped away by Owen Eidsness. 1 second. And Beck Reichen heaves it towards the end zone. And that is not close. So after the first, it is Pierre leading Yankton 13-11. And just scoreboard update. And that is brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. Their #1 goal at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab is to make each patient feel at home and know they're truly there to help you live a healthier, pain-free life. It's the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. Visit them at SWATchiropracticandrehab.com. Quarter break brought to you by Rise Fuel, packed with essential vitamins and nutrients. Rise Fuel gives you the power to push harder, go faster, and perform better. Fuel your ambition and release your potential with Rise Fuel. Back in 1 minute, Yankton up Bucks basketball on KYNT, KYNTV, and simulcasting on KCCR in Pierre.
People helping people. Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Owen Isis gets the inbound for Yankton as we join the action here in the second quarter. Carson S for 3 up top. Back iron, rebounded by Simmental down low. Throwing elbow, trying to give himself some room. Oh, that's actually Cordy Austin. I apologize. And now Luke Olson drives in, and off the glass is good. Split a couple of defenders there, did Olson. First points of the second quarter. 15-11 lead for Pierre. At the 7:15 mark here in the second quarter. Miles Drossman up top to Beck Reichen. Thought about a deep three. Gives up to Drossman. Carson Ness, high paint. Steps through. Down low. Post move is fouled. Carson Ness going to the line for 2. .74% at the line. 75% at the line this season. Carson S leads the Yankton Bucks. Foul was on Austin. That's his first and team first of the quarter. Carson S hits his first free throw. Into the game, 5'11 freshman Jackson Kudera. In for Beck Reichen. And that's 2 for 2 at the line. And now up top. Simmental to Getz. Gets to Austin for 3 in the straightaway. Ricochets, and Austin Conway pulls it away. Trying to find someone to pass it to. Ball's knocked out of play. Kudera now forward to Eidsness. Ball is all over the place. And Eidsness finishes for Yankton. It was one of those situations where Yankton Bucks were basically punching the basketball just to keep moving it down the floor. A very odd sequence. Dawson Getz drives in, loses his footing, and either call for a travel or ball out of play. If you knew where I was sitting, you'd understand how I don't know that. Still working on my x-ray vision. But it's Yankton Bucks basketball, 6:23 to go here in the first half. We're knotted up at 15. Carson S over to Kudera. Kudera back to Ness in the right wing. Drossman left side. Dribbling with his right, picks it up. And when Eidsness will do the same. Scoot pass to Kudera, right wing, soft double team now. Drossman, corner, Ness, contested 3, air ball. Ball is up, and Kudera with the offensive board to Miles Drossman, high post. Nice bounce pass down low to Austin Conway, and Conway finishes. What a play. A great pass from Drossman. Five and a half minutes to go in the second quarter. Pierre for 3 in the corner. It is good. Caden Aharts. And now Carson Ness. Looking for Conway. Conway now clears the lane, and it was a pass attempt into Isis, taken away. Taken away by Austin. Austin travels with the basketball. Yankton ball. 1 tick under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. It is a 1-point advantage for Pierre. Carson has to bring the ball up the floor. On the floor right now for Yankton, Eitznis, Kudera, Ness, Conway, and Drotzman, and a turnover for Miles Drotzman. And now Luke Olson has it up top. And Sunshine has the ball taken away by Owen Eitznis. Scoop pass, Miles Drotzman for 3, left side, no. Rebounded down low by Caden Aharts. Gives it up to Luke Olson. Try this again. Right side, Sunshine down low, gets back to the basket. Guarded by Drotzman, up with it. Post move is fouled, and now Getz will go to the line for 2. The 6'3 senior has 8 points so far in the game. First shot up is good for Getz. Second shot up is not good for Getz, and Carson S with the rebound. 2-point lead for Pierre. Carson S crossover. Kudera for 3. You can count it. The freshman buries it on the far wing. Action Jackson gets it to go. Four minutes to go in the second quarter. It's a 1-point lead for Yankton. Dilgus drives up with his right, falls off the back iron, pulled down by Austin Conway. Carson Ness now hustling down the floor. Scoops it to the corner. Bryce Krall back into the game. Dribbles out, handoff back to Ness. Ness drives in, hop step into the paint. A lot of contact, loses the basketball. Recovered by Austin Conway. Knocked into the Yankton student section. Remains Bucks basketball. And now Ness to inbound in front of his own student section. Down low, Bryce Krall, post move, can't get it. Almost had an offensive rebound, couldn't quite hold on. Pierre with the basketball. Gets far side, crossover, dribbling with his left. Into the corner. Back to Getz now in front of the Yankton bench. Dilgus over to Olson, and a foul will go on Carson Ness. They'll get him on a reach-in foul. It'll be his first and team second of the quarter. And making his way back onto the court, 6'1 junior Abe O'Brien. We have not seen him on the court since game 2 or 3 of the year. Had a shoulder injury. Looks, obviously you can clearly tell by the wrap he has on it. But nice to see him back on the floor for Yankton. Gets high post. Turnaround pass. Almost taken away by Yankton, but Getz gets it back. Puts it up for 3. Up top, it's good. Dawson Getz makes Yankton pay. Governors retake the lead, 22-20. 2:45 to go in the second quarter. It's Carson Ness over to Jackson Kudera. Isis to Conway, mid-post, turnaround, overhead pass to Abe O'Brien on the opposite side. That was Jackson Kudera, right wing. Bounce pass to Carson Ness. And ball taken away from behind. Luke Olson. The Sunshine, back to Olson, off the glass. It's good, nice transition basketball for Pierre. So Pierre extends their lead. 24-20, 2:19 to go in the second quarter. Timeout taken by Yankton. Timeouts brought to you by Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When it's time for a new job, visit jobs.hedro.com. Back in 1 minute, this is Yankton Bucks basketball on KYNT, KYNTV, and simulcasting on KCCR Pierre.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Larry Fry Heating and Cooling has a new name. Kruger Climate Systems has acquired Larry Fry Heating and Cooling, but it's still the same great service. Your friend Larry Fry is still a manager, and his dedication to providing you with outstanding service remains unwavering. The same quality products and services you have come to expect from Larry Fry Heating and Cooling will continue under the new leadership of Kruger Climate Systems. You can still reach us at 605-224-9548 or email us at ryan@krugercontracting.com. Kruger Climate Systems, your certified Trane and Mitsubishi dealer in Central South Dakota.
Careers.
All right, into basketball. Owen Isis getting just absolutely ambushed at the midcourt. Abe O'Brien now is his rescuer in the passing department. Owen Isis has it, reset the offense up top. Abe O'Brien, far wing. Bounce pass down low to Conway and a kick ball. And now Nesta inbound behind his own glass to Abe O'Brien. Ball knocked away from his hands in transition. Pierre, Luke Olson down low off the glass. No, falls. Back to Olson, gets his own rebound. And a pass to a streaking Scheffelbein. Scheffelbein gets it at the rim, gets it to go. Pierre pulling ahead of Yankton, 26-20, 1.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Push pass across the floor to Jackson Kudera. Overhead pass back to Eidsness. Back to Kudera. They're playing catch. Now Austin Conway in the short corner has the ball ripped away from him. Last touch by Pierre as it goes out of play. Remains Yankton Bucks basketball. Abe O'Brien will check out. It's just nice to see him back on the court. On the floor for Yankton, Eidsness, Ness, Conway, Zarbach, and Reichen. Ness now, pull-up jumper. At the free throw line, no. Austin Conway trying to tip it out, but into the hands of Scheffelbein. And corner three for Pierre. It is good. Eladio Simmental, his second three-pointer of the game. 29-20 the score. Pierre on top. Under a minute to go in the second quarter. Ness. Over to Cohen Zarbach. Short corner jumper. Yes. Same as his first jumper, but opposite side. 7-point lead for Pierre. 35 seconds to go in the second quarter. And up now to Simmental. $15 seconds. Up top, Olsen. Simmental thought about a three. He'll drive in. Step forward and jumper. And called for a travel. It's Yankton Bucks basketball. 9.9 to go here in the second quarter. Carson Ness. On Eidsness crosses the midline. Ball taken away. Taken away by Olsen. Down low, Scheffelbein at the buzzer. Falls off the front of the rim. No basket, but still not the way you want it to end for the Yankton Bucks. Pierre leading 29-22 as we reach the half. That scoreboard update is brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. Their number one goal at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab is to make each patient feel at home and know they are truly there to help you live a healthier, pain-free life. It's the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. Visit them at SWATChiropracticandRehab.com. We'll be back with your Avera halftime report. Visit Avera.org today. That's around the corner. Pierre leads Yankton 29-22. This is Bucks basketball on KYNT, KYNTV, and simulcasting in KCCR Pierre.
As community bankers, Bank West employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bank West. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Did you know it is important for your child to see the dentist at the time their first tooth erupt? A healthy smile begins at birth, and there are many variables, from healthy eating habits to good oral hygiene and routine dental care. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer. At Missouri River Dentistry, we enjoy working with people of all ages. Dentistry is our profession, but people are our focus. I invite families to come experience an office that uses the latest techniques and equipment to be sure you receive that healthy and happy smile. To schedule your appointments for your family, call us at 223-2021. Kids love us, parents trust us.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
Get your out-of-town scoreboard that is brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Door, specializing in the sales, installation, service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Door is your local authorized Clopay dealer. All right, we check on other AA scores in the state. Let's check on some girls AA basketball. Sioux Falls Roosevelt is leading here on 18-11 at the half. O'Gorman leading T area 17-7. 1 minute left in the first. Pierre is leading Harrisburg 25-17 at the half. Mitchell leading Sioux Falls Jefferson 23-21. 4 minutes left in the first half. Marshall, Minnesota, swept by Brandon Valley 77-73. That's a final. That was at Marshall's High School. And then no update on Brookings and Sioux Falls, Washington, nor on Watertown, Sioux Falls, Lincoln, and Lee Deadwood, Spearfish. Boys AA basketball. Sioux Falls Roosevelt is leading here on 13-11. That's a big one. Sioux Falls Lincoln leading Watertown 41-30 at the half. Mitchell leading Sioux Falls Jefferson 26-19 at the half. And Douglas beat Custer 59-57. Sioux Falls, Washington, and Brookings. I don't have an update. Do not have an update on Marshall, Minnesota, and Harrisburg, nor on Sturgis, Brown, St. Thomas More. And then at 8:45 p.m. Central, Lee Deadwood tips off against Spearfish. There's your out-of-town scoreboard. Your hot shot of the half, a.k.a. your lead scorer, brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. It's located at 808 West 23rd Street in Yankton, or call 605-665-2895. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling. For Yankton, your hot shot of the half, 3 of them. Carson S. with 4 points, Cohen Zarbach with 4 points, and Austin Conway with 4 points. And that's half of our... That is half of our stat recap. We'll get into that anyway. Brought to you by Mayor Signs. If it's time to review the look of your business signage, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. All right. And go over Pierre first here. Eladio Simmental with 6 points. Dawson Getz with 12. Caden Aharts with 3. Carter Scheffelbein with 2. And Luke Olson with 6. Already mentioned Carson S. with 4 for Yankton. Owen Isis with 2. Beck Rankin with 3. Miles Drotzman with 2. Jackson Kudera with 3. Cohen Zarbach with 4. And Austin Conway with 4. Key to the second half, and that's going to be brought to you by Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. Located at 2701 Foxtrot Parkway in Yankton. All right, for that, it's going to be for Yankton. Just to make sure they're getting those rebounds. We talk about rebounds every game. Of course, Pierre has a size advantage again on Yankton, but I think that they cannot allow Pierre to get these offensive boards as they have been so far, getting second, third chance opportunities. Yankton needs to shore that up, and they are still very much in this game, just trailing 7 at the half. Thanks to our sports sponsors. Without them, this broadcast, again, would not be possible. And I want to thank Yankton Thrive. Yes, there is a thriving business economy here in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses, from retail to manufacturing, is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to yanktonsd.com. And Floor Tech. Whether your home or floor is wet, call Floor Tech, 665-4839. And Sherco, a proud supporter of Yankton sports. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. And First Chiropractic Center, making life better one adjustment at a time, located at 2507 Foxtrot Parkway in Yankton. All right, we'll take a break, come back with your second half action here from the Summit. This is Yankton Bucks basketball on KYNT, KYNTV, and simulcasting tonight on KCCR in Pierre.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Discover the ultimate driving experience at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. With our extensive lineup of vehicles, including reliable sedans, rugged SUVs, and powerful trucks, finding your perfect match has never been easier. Plus, our dedicated team is committed to providing top-notch customer service, ensuring your satisfaction every step of the way. Visit us today and experience the excellence at Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
To your health and ability to participate in your regular athletic activities. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson from First Chiropractic Centers. Chiropractic care can provide pain relief from sore and aching muscles and lead to faster recovery after workout by easing the inflammation you experience, like stiffness, pain, or restricted movement. Visit with us about managing your sports injuries. First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Welcome back here to the Summit Activities Center. Yankton moving right to left on your screen or listening device. Pierre left to right. Beck Reichen with the basketball. Now into Colin Zarbach on the perimeter. Ball knocked out of play by Pierre. It's Yankton ball. To be inbound right in front of their own bench. Easton Nelson to inbound. Inbounds to Ness, right in front of the scores table. Over to Beck Reichen. Beck Reichen steps through, moves it over to Ness. Ness up top. Back over to Beck Reichen, right side. Ness, jumper, high post, tries to bank it in. No. Ball pulled down by Dawson Getz. Gets 12 first half points. Goes up to Luke Olson. 6 first half points. Simmental, far wing. Up top. And ball is temporarily loose, but recovered by Sawyer Sunshine. Olson, quick crossover. Ball poked away, and a foul going on Yankton. Number 5, Bryce Krall. His first, team first of the quarter. Ball inbounded. Down low to Pierre, and ball knocked out of play. I keep saying out of play. Stolen by Yankton. Move forward to Beck Reichen. Now the ball's knocked out of play on Yankton's end line, and it'll be Yankton to inbound behind their own glass. The case of the Tuesdays today. Inbound. Colin Zarbach gets it in the low block. Angles it off the glass. And that's his 6 points here tonight. Sunshine over to Simmental. It's Getz at the buzzer, puts up a jumper, rattles around, pulled down by Carson Ness. Ness, that's the middle of the court. Bounce pass down low. Bryce Krall up with it. No. Ball pulled down by Dilgus. Simmental now drives from the right side all the way into the paint. Takes a quick bump there. And he'll be going to line for 2. Foul going on Yankton. We're going to get Easton Nelson, his first, team second of the quarter. Simmental 6 points so far in the game. To make it 7 and 8 here. Just 7. He misses his first. Simmental bends the knees, sends up, and misses them both. Beck Reichen closes in for the rebound. 29-24, Pierre leads Yankton with the basketball at 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Carson Ness. Easton Nelson now into the corner. Beck Reichen thought about a 3. Drives in instead, and we'll have a reach-in foul called on Pierre. They're going to get Simmental. That's going to be his first and team first of the quarter. He'll check out. Carter Scheffelbein comes in for the Governors. Easton Nelson gets the inbound to Beck Reichen. Near side corner. Pass down low to Zarbach. Back to Reichen. Overhead pass to Nelson. Nelson takes a contested 3 right side. You can count it. Easton Nelson buries it for the Bucks. Yankton back within 2. 4:58 to go in the third. Luke Olson for Pierre. Drive in the short corner. Now down to the low block. Back to the basket. Kicks it out to Getz. Getz now to Scheffelbein. Sunshine up for 3. No. And Yankton recovers. Beck Reichen. Rice crawl back to Reichen up top. Thought about a Steph Curry 3, decides against it. Now to Carson Ness. To Easton Nelson, back to Ness. He'll step in, paint, pass down low to Crawl, and Crawl can't hold on to it down low. A lot of traffic there. Luke Olson brings the ball down for Pierre. Near side, Olson, sun and shine, drives in. Quick runner with his right, gets his own rebound. Luke Olson, 4-3, right side, misses off to the right. Sun and shine with the rebound, up to Scheffelbein now. Now Olson over to Getz, jab step, steps back. Passes Sun and Shine up top and the straightaway, guarded by Easton Nelson. And Dilgus has it, gives off to Scheffelbein. Olson travels with the basketball. It's Yankton possession. Went up for a jump shot and then decided to pass and then decided to do a jump shot. Kind of one of those situations. He'd already committed. It's Governors 29, Bucks 27, 3:36 to go in the third. Carson Ness gets the inbound and bring him down the middle of the floor. Near side to Beck Reichen, dribbling with his right off to Easton Nelson. Hit a three-pointer just a few moments ago. Austin Conway turned around, post move. It's good. Austin Conway has 6 points for the Bucks. And we're knotted up at 29 apiece. 3:15 to go in the third frame. Gets with it. To Dilgus. Scoop now off to Scheffelbein, but a foul first going on Yankton. Beck Reichen, his first, team third. Inbound to Scheffelbein. Gets. Steps through, now to Dilgus. And Getz puts it up, can't get it to go. And we have a foul down low. It's going to go against Yankton. Cohen Zarbach with the foul, his second and team's fourth. .251 to go in the third. Inbound, Getz. Dilgus, reverse layup is off the front rim. What a move, though, but just couldn't get it to fall. Bringing down the floor, Carson Ness. Over to Easton Nelson, no look pass. Cohen Zarbach, short corner jumper, missed it long. Pulled down by Scheffelbein. Gives it off to Luke Olson. Olson chest pass hard, down low to Caden Ahart. Gets it to go, but everyone wanted to travel there. Was not called, but it was a really nice pass down the floor, though, for Pierre. We have a timeout being called. Timeouts brought to you by Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When it's time for a new job, visit jobs.hedro.com. Back in 30 seconds, this is Yankton Bucks basketball on KYNT. KYNT being simulcasted to KCCR Pierre.
Becky Pottsaba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance, it's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173.
31-29. Governors with the lead over the Bucks. 2:22 to go in the third. Easton Nelson forwards it to Beck Reichen. Reichen now short corner. Cohen Zarbach. Back out to Nelson. High post. Carson S. dribbles back out to the perimeter. And it's Nelson over to Beck Reichen now. Down low to Austin Conway. Pass taken away. Luke Olson brings it up the floor. To Getz in the corner. Back out to Olson. He'll drive in. Lowers the shoulder. Now to Getz. Getz over the shoulder pass back to Olson. Couple jab steps, quick crossover. Nice move there. Scoop pass down low, and a runner is up, and it is good from Caden Aharts. Going Zarbach trying to answer with the Bucks. Easton Nelson 4-3. You can count it. Easton Nelson. Same spot, same result. Buries it for the Bucks. Bucks back within one, 33-32. And Olsen drives and extends the Pierre lead to 3, 35-32. He has 8 points tonight. Cross-court pass to Beck Reichen. Reichen draws a soft double team. Now Ness up top, being ushered toward the Yankton logo. He'll drive in, kick it, short corner, Zarbach. Over the shoulder pass to Nelson, 4-3. Yes, you can count it. Easton Nelson. Three three-pointers in basically the same spot for the senior. And we're knotted up at 35. Pierre has the ball go off of them on the end line. It's Yankton Bucks. No, a foul going on Pierre. Dilges with the foul. That's his second and team second for the Governors. 30.9 seconds to go in the third. 35 apiece. Simmental, Scheffelbein, Olsen, and Austin, as well as Getz on the floor for the Governors. It's Ness, Reichen, Nelson, Kroll, and Zarbach for the Bucks. 13 seconds. Yankton letting the clock wind down with the last shot. Beck Reichen. Bryce Kroll screen. Short corner. Zarbach, runner up with his right, can't get it to go. And then we have a foul going on at Yankton, and that is a foul, puts him in bonus. So Coach Chris Haynes not happy about that one, because now Pierre gets 2 shots at the line to end the quarter. Going Zarbach's third, and as I said, team 5th. So at the line, Corday Austin. Hits his first. And next shot up for Austin. Can't get that one. Austin Conway with the rebound. Sends it down the floor to Ness. Did save it, but not in time. That is the end of the third. And the Governors lead 36-35. That is your scoreboard update, brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. Their #1 goal at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab is to make each patient feel at home and know they're truly there to help you live a healthier, pain-free life. It's the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. Visit them at SWATChiropracticandRehab.com. And this quarter break brought to you by Rise Fuel, packed with essential vitamins and nutrients. Rise Fuel gives you the power to push harder, go faster, and perform better. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel. Back in 1 minute, Yankton Bucks basketball on KYNT. KYNT is simulcasting tonight on KCCR in Pierre.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Ferding Electric and their team of electricians have been serving the electrical needs of Central South Dakota for over 60 years. For fast, dependable service, call Ferding Electric for free estimates. Commercial, residential, and farm wiring. You'll find a large selection of light bulbs, including the hard-to-find fluorescent bulbs. Ferding Electric at 2903 East Elizabeth Street in Pierre. They'll do the job right the first time. Call 605-224-8684. Ferding Electric, 605-224-8684.
You're a good candidate.
And Yankton had the ball down under their basket as Bryce Kroll, and then a foul going on Austin Conway. His first and team first of the quarter. 7.5 minutes to go in the fourth. Pierre leads by 1. It's Luke Olson. Down low, Simmental makes it in. He has 8 points tonight. Now it is Bryce Kroll. His pass out to the perimeter is taken away. It was a turnover, and now laying it in is Luke Olson. In transition. Now Carson Ness. Out to Beck Reichen. Bryce Kroll near side. Hand off to Owen Isis. 4-3. You can't count it. Owen Isis buries it for the Bucks. He has 5 tonight. And Logan is knocked out of play by Carson Ness. Remains Pierre basketball. Governors lead Yankton 40-38. And now it's Luke Olson. Simmental back to the basket. Short corner. Olson drives up with his right, banks it in. And now Owen Iceness. Colin Zarbach. Cross-court pass. Carson Ness. 4-3. Back iron. Rebounded by Zarbach. Zarbach dribbles in. Low block. Back to the basket. Beck Reichen for 3. Now in the corner. You can't count it. Beck Reichen buries it for the Bucks. Just like that, Yankton trails Pierre just by 1. 42-41, 5:49 to go in the fourth. Timeout taken by Yankton. Timeouts brought to you by Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When it's time for a new job, visit jobs.hedro.com. Back in 30 seconds, this is Yankton Bucks basketball on KYNT, KYN-TV, and simulcasting KCCR Pierre.
Ferding Electric and their team of electricians have been serving the electrical needs of Central South Dakota for over 60 years. For fast, dependable service, call Ferding Electric. For free estimates, commercial, residential, and farm wiring, you'll find a large selection of light bulbs, including the hard-to-find fluorescent bulbs. Ferding Electric at 2903 East Elizabeth Street in Pierre. They'll do the job right the first time. Call 605-224-8684. Ferding Electric, 605-224-8684.
42-41 the score. Pierre with the lead. Bucks with the basketball for now as Simmental gets the steal. Then Pierre calls a timeout. So a steal going to Pierre. Coach Chris Haynes asking why that wasn't over the back or if it should have been one. Very civil discussion. I'm not saying that in a sarcastic way. But a timeout nonetheless. Timeouts again brought to you by Hedro. We'll step aside. Back in 30 seconds. This is Yankton Bucks basketball on KYNT, KYN-TV, and simulcasting on KCCR in Pierre.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
KCCR Pierre, AM 1240 and 98.9 FM, a riverfront broadcasting station.
All right, here we go. 42-41. Governors with the lead over the Bucks. 5:34 to go in the fourth. Inbound to Luke Olson. Olson shades off to the left. Backdoor cut to Getz. Getz is fouled, and one opportunity coming up for the Governors. 14 points tonight for the 6'3 senior. They're going to get Owen Isis on the foul. It's his first and team second, but it's a costly one. Getz trying to convert here, and he does. 2 for 3 at the line so far in the game for Getz. 4-point lead for the Governors. Beck Reichen over to Easton Nelson in the corner. Owen Isis, step back three-pointer, back iron, rebounded by, almost rebounded by Zarbach. And Zarbach telling Coach Haynes that he thought it was going to be off of Pierre, and I'm pretty sure I can relive to say Haynes said you can't take that chance, you have to grab it yourself. So Pierre basketball, 5 minutes to go in the fourth, 4-point lead for Pierre. Getz, short corner, Scheffelbein. Pass now on the ground, and Owen Isis gets down and dirty in the paint. We have a jump ball. Possession error will favor the Governors, but nice effort there from Owen Isis. Yankton High School Activities Director Ryan Moore is wiping some sweat with the mop out there. Loving the form. Some high quality mopping right there. Backdoor cut. Olson to Getz, and ball knocked out of play. Still Pierre basketball. 14 seconds on the shot clock. 4:48 on the game clock. 45-41 Pierre. Dilgus to Olson up top. And a deep 3 for Getz, up and knocked out of play. Foul going on Pierre. On the rebound attempt. Eladio Simmental, his second and team third. Or first, rather. Wrong side of my scorebook. Yankton has the ball in their end. We have a whistle. Ball goes out of play at the end line. Still Yankton basketball. Is Eitznes, Ness, Zarbach, Reichen, and Nelson. Pass down low to Ness. Ness goes up for a shot, and the post is fouled, and now Ness going to the line for two. Two very important free throws coming up for the senior. Simmental picks up his third foul. Team second. Ness's first free throw is up and good. Ness 5 points in the game to make it 6 right here. And hits them both. Luke Olson brings the ball up the floor. It's a 2-point lead for the Governors. And backdoor cut to Simmental. Last touch through his hands into the Yankton student section. Yankton Bucks basketball. 45-43. Bucks trail. Bucks with the basketball. 4:10 to go in the fourth. Ness directing traffic. It's to Easton Nelson. Back to Ness. High post. In the straightaway. Back to Nelson. Ness pump fake. Drives in. Trying to rid himself of a jump ball. Does so. Back up to Nelson now. Contested 3 up top. Oh, I thought he was going to have a fourth one. Hit every part of the rim, but couldn't get it to drop. And now Luke Olson, the defensive rebound, brings up the floor for the Governors. Simmental in front of his own bench. Works it to the far side of the floor. Gets in the corner, guarded by Ness. Now to Olson, guarded by Reich in the short corner. Dilgus in the post turnaround, post move, guarded by Zarbach, gets it to go. Yankton trails by 4. Isis to Ness, back out to Nelson. Nelson drives in to Ness, contested 3. Rattles around, can't get it. Luke Olson with the rebounds. Pass is taken away by Yankton. A pass in the paint. Beck Reichen with the steal. Got loaded Nelson. Out to Eidsness. Eidsness to Zarbach. 4-3. Banks it in. Owen Zarbach gets it to go. He didn't call bank. Governors lead 47-46. Timeout taken by Pierre. Timeout's brought to you by Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. It was time for a new job. Visit jobs.hedro.com. Back in 1 minute. This is Yankton Bucks basketball.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health care is important, and Shane wants to be the pharmacist to take care of you. Shane's Pharmacy will make sure your prescriptions are filled in a timely manner, they will answer your questions, and they will even deliver to your home or office. Call 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy, the pharmacy you know and trust. The number again is 223-9200. Shane's Pharmacy in Fort Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Pierre basketball. 2:10 to go in the fourth. Luke Olson up top. To Getz drives in, up with his right, misses. Ball knocked into Pierre hands. Olson has a fresh shot clock now. Guarded by Eidsness. Off to the left wing. Pass down low and almost taken away by, was it? No! Eidsness had it and then knocked it off the defender as he was falling out of bounds, but just was recovered by Pierre instead of going out again. And then a foul is committed by Eidsness. His second, team third. It's a 1-point game here. Pierre leads Yankton 47-46. Cohen Zarbach comes out, Bryce Crawl comes in. And the inbound down low. Dilges. We have a jump ball. Bryce Crawl in there. And his possession arrow favoring the Bucks. So Yankton's middle linebacker comes off the bench, does what he needs to do. Call that a basketball blitz for Bryce Crawl. That's Yankton possession. On the floor for Yankton, Cohen Zarbach, Easton Nelson, Beck Reichen, Owen Eidsness, and Carson Ness. Beck Reichen near side. To Nelson. Back over to Reichen. Ness up top. Reichen to the corner. Cohen Zarbach, short corner. Ness. High post over to Nelson. Ball taken away. An intercepted pass. Luke Olson lays it in. Oh, boy. And now things are serious for Yankton. Trailing by 3. Owen Eidsness in the corner. Nelson, 4-3. Contested. Front rim, no. Zarbach, offensive rebound. The ball knocked out of play. Remains Yankton basketball. And a timeout taken by Coach Haynes and the Yankton Bucks. 55.7 seconds to go in the fourth. Yankton ball. It's a 3-point lead for Pierre. We'll have a fresh 33 seconds on the shot clock. When we come back in 30 seconds, this is Yankton Bucks basketball on KYNT, KYNTV, and simulcasting on KCCR in Pierre.
The Fry Heating and Cooling has a new name. Kruger Climate Systems has acquired Larry Fry Heating and Cooling, but it's still the same great service. Your friend Larry Fry is still a manager, and his dedication to providing you with outstanding service remains unwavering. The same quality products and services you have come to expect from Larry Fry Heating and Cooling will continue under the new leadership of Kruger Climate Systems. You can still reach us at 605-224-9548 or email us at ryan@krugercontracting.com. Kruger Climate Systems, your certified Trane and Mitsubishi dealer in Central South Dakota.
55.7 seconds to go in the fourth as we rejoin the action here. Yankton basketball. It's Nelson, Conway, Eisness, Reichen, and Ness on the floor. Olsen, Scheffelbein, Dilges, Getz, and Simmental on the floor for the Governors. Nelson inbound, far side of the floor. Does so to Ness. Makes Ness reach for it pretty high. And now it's Beck Reichen. 50 seconds. Ness left wing. Drives in, takes a quick jumper. No. And we have a whistle under the basket. Lincoln Dilges with the foul. That's his third and team third. So Yankton catches a break there. And the inbound for Yankton behind their own glass to Nelson. Now Eitzes up top. His pass almost taken away by Pierre. Pierre is all over these passing lanes, and that's been a problem for Yankton. Some meaning well passes just kind of being taken away. And now Eitzes to inbound to the far side of the floor. Officials will discuss something here. Yeah, here we go. 35.8 seconds to go in the fourth. 30 seconds on the shot clock. 3-point lead for Pierre. Bucks with the basketball. Carson Ness up top. Nelson back over to Ness. Ness drives in. Nelson, corner. Beck Reichen steps back. Nelson, contested three. Front rim, air ball, but rebounded Eitzes. Dribbles back out to the perimeter to Beck Reichen. They'll get another shot here. Carson Ness up top. Beck Reichen, deep three. No! Austin Conway rebound. And they're going to say it's out of play, and it is going to be, I believe, Pierre basketball. With 7.2 seconds to go in the fourth. Timeout taken by Yankton. Timeouts again brought to you by Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When it's time for a new job, visit jobs.hedro.com. Back in 30 seconds. This is Yankton Bucks basketball on KYNT, KYN-TV, and simulcasting on KCCR Pierre.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
7.2 seconds to go in the fourth. It's a 3-point lead for the Governors and Governor basketball. So Yankton still 2 fouls away from sending Pierre to line and bonus, but I think of this initial inbound, they're going to be going for that steal on me. No, it's Yankton basketball. Okay, I apologize. It is Yankton basketball. I was completely wrong on that. So Ness to inbound. It's a 4-corner stack for Yankton. I apologize, folks. 7.2 seconds to go in the fourth. Inbound to Beck Reichen. It's a 3-point lead for Pierre. Step back. Isis for three. He's fouled! Isis is fouled on the 3-point attempt. He's going to the line for three. Isis at the line. This is what happens when I'm above the action and all the important stuff is happening right below me. Isis now. First shot is up and good. Iceness, 100% at the line this season. Not trying to jinx him. I knocked on wood, don't worry. Second shot up and no. I knocked on wood, I swear. Timeout taken by Pierre. Timeouts brought to you by Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When it's time for a new job, visit jobs@hedro.com. Back in, so 1 minute timeout. So we'll take a 30-second break to make sure. Back in 30 seconds, this is Yankton Bucks basketball on KYNT. KYNTV is simulcasting on KCCR. Pierre.
Did you know it is important for your child to see the dentist at the time their first tooth erupt? A healthy smile begins at birth, and there are many variables, from healthy eating habits to good oral hygiene and routine dental care. Hi, I am Dr. Michelle Hofer. At Missouri River Dentistry, we enjoy working with people of all ages. Dentistry is our profession, but people are our focus. I invite families to come experience an office that uses the latest techniques and equipment to be sure you receive that healthy and happy smile. To schedule your appointments for your family, call us at 223-2021. Kids love us, parents trust us.
All right, so Owen Isis to go back to the line. He has one free throw left. It's a 2-point lead for the Governors. 1.6 seconds to go in the fourth. So I think at this point, you're probably doing an intentional miss. Yankton has no timeout, so it had to be a quick putback as well. I said, yep, intentional miss off the front rim, and we have a what? A foul. They're going to get a foul on Austin Conway, his second, team fourth. And so now we will have the immediate foul. And the inbound. Timeout taken by Pierre. They couldn't find an inbounder. That should be the final timeout of the game. It's a full minute timeout, but we'll be back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. This is Yankton Bucks basketball, and we're down to the wire.
Most of us already know that Gale's Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gale's Gas at 224-5518. That's Gale's Gas at 224-5518.
1.6 seconds to go in the fourth. Governors lead Yankton 49-47. It is Governor basketball. No timeouts left, so this thing's going to end very quickly here, one way or the other. Yankton will foul on the immediate inbound. I mean, if they get an inbound fast enough, it'll be over just by time running down. And Pierre to inbound. Here we go. And deep inbound, and Easton Nelson takes it away and can't hold on to the basketball. He did steal it, though, but a great effort from Easton Nelson. But the All-State quarterback didn't even have a chance to full court heave that thing. Your final 49-47. The Pierre Governors defeat the Yankton Bucks. That was actually a really good plan by Pierre, just full court chucking it. Because then even if they do get a steal, what are they going to do? I mean, just a full court at that point. So Yankton falls 2-12 on the season, 1-7 to ESD play. Pierre improves to 5-8 overall and 5-0 in ESD play. Take a break, come back with your post-game report. With that scoreboard update, it is brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. Their number one goal at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab is to make each patient feel at home and know they are truly there to help you live a healthier, pain-free life. It's the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. Visit them at SWATChiropracticandrehab.com. All right, we'll be back here from the Summit Activity Center. This is Yankton Bucks basketball on KYNT and KYNTV. And unless you're sticking around, I don't know, but I want to thank all of the Pierre audience for joining us on the simulcast on KCCR Sports in Pierre. We'll be back.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Tons Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Tons Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Tons Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Tons Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Rev up your drive with Capital City Ford in Pierre. Dive into our impressive lineup of Ford vehicles, from sleek sedans to robust trucks. At Capital City Ford, we're not just about selling cars, we're about crafting exceptional experiences. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you in finding the perfect Ford that suits your lifestyle and budget. Visit us today and let us evaluate your driving experience with Capital City Ford. And we welcome you here inside the KCCR studios as we wrap up the evening, as we have a final score, 49-47. The Governors hang on to beat the Yankton Bucks and pick up their fifth win of the season. Yankton falls to 2-12. That was a wild contest, wild to the finish. The Governors led 13-11 after the first quarter and had a 7-point lead at halftime, but quickly vanished. And although Yankton never led after the first couple minutes of the game, it was Pierre that led the rest of the way. It got close. It was close to being tied. It was close to Yankton having the lead, but the Governors were able to hang on and pick up a big win in a game that they really needed. And if you want to host a Sodak 16 game, if you just want to make sure that you find yourself in the best spot possible, you got to win those games, and you got to beat those teams below you in the standings, and that's exactly what the Governors did here tonight. We look at some of the scoring totals. It is a 15-point night for Dawson Getz as he leads all scorers, as he and Luke Olson had 14 points, the only two double-figure scorers in the entire game. Between Pierre and Yankton, the only two that reached double figures. 8 points for Eladio Simental, who had two big threes in the first half. Also had 7 points for Caden Aharts, who had a big three in that second quarter as well. Then it was 2 points apiece for both Lincoln Dilgis and Carter Shufflebine, and a point for Corday Austin, went 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Governors went 2 for 5 from the free throw line. 2 for 5. Only 5 free throw attempts. They had 4 free throw attempts. Actually, let's take that back. Let's go 2 for that's going to be 3 for 9 on the 3 for 9 on the game, or 3 for 8 on the game. Excuse me, 3 for 7. Let's try one more time. Trying to get all that, didn't add up the first one. They ended up going 3 for 7 on the from the free throw line, but still only had 7 free throws in the entire basketball game. Did not have any free throws in the first quarter, and had just that 1 free throw in the fourth quarter. Yankton, with the Governors having 15 turnovers, Yankton ended up with 13 turnovers, and their leading scorer was Easton Nelson and Cohen Zarbach, each having 9 points. And Nelson scored all 9 of his points in the third quarter on 3 threes. He was a big reason why Yankton cut that 7-point deficit to just 1 going into the fourth quarter. 6 points apiece for Carson Ness and Owen Eisness, along with also Austin Conway, and then 3 points for Beck Reichen and Jackson Kudera, and then it was 2 points for Miles Drotzman in that first quarter. And Yankton end up shooting after missing that last free throw. Obviously, that one's kind of one that you can say a little bit different, but they went 3 for 5 in that in the fourth quarter, but went 5 for 7 overall. Really, you could say probably 5 for 6. That free throw at the end of that game, the second one, again, that's a miss that's really that hurts the percentage, but you're trying to miss that free throw anyway. But really went 5 for 6 from the free throw line, and that one miss was the reason why the second one was missed, but why we're still not playing a basketball game, or potentially still playing a basketball game, with that possibly being a overtime score. But the Governor boys and then the girls also win. 53-40 was the final score. Dylan Simmons, it looks like that broadcast is over on the other side on Capital City Rock. But 53-40 win for the Governor girls over the Harrisburg Tigers. We'll have a recap on that coming up on KCCRradio.com. Governor Wrestling, big night for wrestling. They both got wins. The Governor girls against Yankton won 56-5 over the Yankton Gazelles here this evening. Shaylee Speck got a fall win. Also, it was a fall win for Kesri Benning, a decision win for Ireland Templeton. Abigail Lewis with a fall win, and Cayenne Traversy Johnson with the fall win. So Danny Rinksmeyer, one of those seniors, did not get a chance to wrestle. But Ireland Templeton and Cayenne Traversy Johnson with those three getting wins, although Rinksmeyer ended up with a forfeit win. The boys, they needed the win to stay in the hunt for the state dual tournament. That's what they did. They dominated Yankton 60-15 tonight with a win for the Governor boys wrestling team, as Gable Urig, Walker West, Alex Odekoven, Rowdy Menning, Talon Lightfield, and Max Hunsley, Damon Horsley, as well as also Callow Steely and Elijah Bucci, all fall wins for the Governors. Every win for the Govs came by way of a pinfall. That was 10 wins for Pierre to win 60-15 over Yankton. They get a big ESD win, but they'll be looking a little bit better to make that state dual tournament, trying to finish it off by beating Mitchell on Thursday. So that will wrap things up for us here this evening from the KCCR studios. I want to thank Bryce Ladwig for the call of the game tonight. We've got Pierre Governor basketball coming up on Friday here on KCCR, and Saturday. The girls will be at home against Yankton. Dylan Simmons will have the call for you, and then I'll be in T for the Governors and the T Titans that next day on that Saturday, as we'll have those games for you here on KCCR, and as always on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Wrapping it up for a fun night of basketball. The Governor boys and girls get wins that you heard here on KCCR and Capital City Rock, and also watched on YouTube at KCCR Sports, as it was a 49-47 win for the boys, 53-40 win for the Yankton for the Governors over the Harrisburg Tigers in Yankton. In Harrisburg. So the Govs get 2 wins on the road. We've got coming up on Friday the Pierre Governors and the Pierre Governors and the Yankton Gazelles for girls basketball coming up on Friday. Coverage will start around 6:40 for that one, and a 7 o'clock tip-off. Thanks again to Bryce Ladwig and the KYNT crew. You've been listening to Pierre Governor basketball here on KCCR. 49-47 win for the Pierre Governors, as we say so long here from the KCCR studios.
You've been listening to Pierre Governor basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. The Pierre Governors are brought to you by State Farm Insurance Becky Pottseba Agency. The American of Fort Pierre, Bank West, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Birding Electric, Gales Gas, American Family Insurance Brittany Schaffelbein Agency, CHS River Plains, First Dakota National Bank, Shane's Pharmacy, Missouri River Dentistry, Kruger Contracting, Edward Jones Financial, Lamb Motor, Owyhee Federal Credit Union, Todd's Electric, and the South Dakota Office of Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection. Join us next time for Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront